Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Wellness Week. I'm your host, DJ Anthony, and today's topic, how to beat a cold, how to whoop a cold's ass on today's topic of Wellness Week. How are you? So, listen, we're in the cold and flu season, everybody. and, everything from sniffles to, oh my God, you have the newest, most rare virus that's killing a whole population. Everything's on the table here, okay? Because, no one can have just a cold. You got to have something that's, go big or go home, right? So no one has a cold anymore. No one has allergies anymore. As you can hear, I'm a little sniffly with my allergies. But anyways, so okay. But how to beat a cold? Now, what is a cold? A cold typically is a virus. You can get sick from a bacteria, but typically when we say cold, and by the way, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any healthcare advice. Always check with your healthcare professional. Don't listen to me, okay? I'm just saying kind of what my experience is and how I beat a cold. And so hopefully this will help you. And I wish you health and happiness, of course. But okay, so enough of that. All right, let's get into it. So a cold is a virus, okay? And it could be hundreds of different variations so not to get into what a virus is, but all a virus is depending on what scientists you speak to, a virus is not even alive. It's just a code that floats in the body. And if it injects itself into your cells, then that code makes your cells corrupt, makes it like a zombie. And this is how you get a cold. Anyways, different topic. But so cold is typically a virus. Now, cold, flu, whatever, bronchitis, sinus infection, this, that, the other thing. Sicknesses break into two categories: viruses and bacteria that can cause it. In this case, typically speaking, again, cold is a virus. Okay. So if you have a cold or the flu, that's a virus. There's really not a medicine they can give you. Typically, a doctor will, tell you just palliative care, hydrate, rest, relax, chicken soup, stuff like that. But what I want to talk about is, so how do I whip a cold's ass or keep away from the colds? That's the two parts we're going to talk about today. But so when I catch a cold or when you catch a cold, what I would say is, number one, I have a 7 to 10 day rule. And I think most doctors would agree to this, generally speaking. I always say, in 7 to 10 days, if I'm not better, then I'll see a doctor, period. Now, God put this thing in us called an immune system. It's amazing. It kicks ass all on its own. So it is amazing what our bodies can do without even any help from anyone. But, what I want to also say is this is about stacking odds. I'm not telling you that there's a silver bullet or guarantee or this is the cure, eat this, drink that. No, but it's about stacking odds to help your immune system fight this cold or whatever virus, bug, so you can get back to living normal instead of, 10 days, maybe in 2 days, maybe in 1 day, maybe in 3 days. So, but about stacking odds, layering, so you can increase the odds of getting better quicker and possibly, thwarting or not even getting the cold or the bug. That's the other half of this episode. Okay, so you got the cold, you're not feeling well. That's a scale too, right? I mean, how bad is bad? But okay, so you're not feeling well. My thing is you want to don't take it for granted. You want to throw as much as you can at this damn thing to get rid of it. So the number one thing I always say is 7 to 10 days, right? Okay, because you want your body to fight it itself. Don't go quick to the doctor, in my opinion. Again, if it's a cold, obviously you blow your arm off, you need a doctor in 1 second. But if it's just like, I feel a little sick, you know what? Don't rush to the doctor because, more than likely, not all doctors, but they're going to do pills. Pills, you might say, oh, what's wrong with pills? Pills are great. Pills are medicine. I'm healthy. I'm going to take medicine. Medicine's good, right? Medicine, antibiotics, or even antivirals, these are things that are, nuclear bombs, okay? They come with the cost, not only monetarily, but they cure one thing and then you have 3 new problems. Because read the back of the pill box, read the back of the pill vial, read the back, read the side effects. When you take an antibiotic or any pill, I don't care what it is, it has side effects. It hurts your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, your pancreas. So there's always a trade-off. You get nothing for nothing. Things cost, okay? It costs the body. So my thing is, easy, relax. I have someone in my family who loves getting the antibiotics. I'm like, you haven't been sick 5 minutes. Like, give your body a chance. You'll probably be good in a day or two. No, I need the pills. And then what's going to happen is when you really need the antibiotic, it ain't going to work as well because your body and the bugs get used to the antibiotic. So you really, a lot of doctors nowadays too, they'll just tell you to ride it out and wait because the overprescription of antibiotics is actually a bad thing. So, I say 7 to 10 days. If you're not progressively getting better in those 7 to 10 days, 10th day or 7th day, if you're like, oh my God, it's not getting better or it's worse, then see the doctor. Again, use discretion. But so now in the meantime, I would say the number one thing we can do to beat a cold is sleep. Sleep. I understand you're busy, so am I. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got family and work. You have to sleep. You need to get that 8 to 10 hours. If you're sick, you probably need more sleep, but good quality sleep. If I have to sleep in a different room, away, or whatever it is, like you got to get that sleep. And if you have to take something that's over the counter to help you, like a NyQuil to get asleep, stay asleep, again, common sense, but yeah, maybe take a over the counter OTC to help you go to sleep and stay asleep. You need that sleep. Sleep is your body's way of focusing and curing you of this, whatever the heck it is. So sleep. Number 2, hydrate. I can't say it enough. Hydrate. And I'm not talking about stay away from sweet drinks. I'm just talking about water or non-sugar Gatorade. And I'm not I'm not being sponsored. I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying what I do. But no sugar, water, chicken broth, bone broth, non-caffeinated teas, but water, hydration. You need hydration. So sleep and hydration, ones in no particular orders. But again, I would wait. Don't be taking prescription pills, until you did 7 to 10 days and now you have to call in Big Brother. But your body will usually take care of it in that time. The other thing I would do, I try not to, and this is if I have a fever. Now, if you have a fever, the good news is you're supposed to have a fever. That means your immune system is working. A fever, obviously you don't want a fever, but it's a sign of a good thing. Your body is turning up the heat literally on the virus, okay, or bacteria, but usually it's cold, it's virus. So your body is turning up the heat, killing the bad things in your body. So that's a good thing. Now, if you can, don't lower the fever. Obviously, you don't want to have a fever of 190. You know what I mean? But if you're a degree or two over, and you don't have any health conditions, and you're a healthy person, again, check with your healthcare professional. But for me, I got whatever it is. What's the normal temperature? 98 point something. If I'm 99 or 100, you know what? I'm going to tough it out because that's a good thing. We want the fever because the longer you can put up with that fever, the shorter the duration of this cold is going to be, or whatever, the virus. Now, if the fever is getting way uncomfortable and it's getting, in the way of just, kind of resting or doing some menial tasks, I will pop an Advil or Tylenol. Side note, don't take consecutive Advil after Advil after Advil after Advil or Tylenol after Tylenol after Tylenol because you can wind up causing damage to certain organs. So if you had to take Tylenol and Advil or something like that for a longer duration of time over a set amount of hours or days, usually you would alternate. So you would take Advil, whatever, 6 to 8 hours, then Tylenol, then Advil, then Tylenol, then Advil. So you want to mix it up because you don't want to overload certain organs and cause damage. Read the back of the labels. Don't believe me. But again, so you would follow the directions on the bottles, but you would want to go back and forth between a Tylenol and Advil or whatever that, the OTC is, going back and forth on it to help alleviate some of the load on your vital organs like kidneys and liver and pancreas and etc. Anyway, so I would say, you can have that as a way to help you out a little bit. What else? Okay, no sugar. Now I know you probably know I'm not putting sugar in my mouth. I'm not talking about sugar in your mouth. I'm talking about stay away from the candy, stay away from alcohol, sugar, stay away from the sweet drinks, no tea, no orange juice. I know you're thinking, hey, orange juice is good. What are you talking about? No, orange juice is bad. It's bad even when you're healthy because all orange juice is sugar. There's no fiber in it. There's no fiber. You need the fiber. So eat the orange if you're sick. Yes. Eating an orange, excellent if you're sick. Eating an orange. Don't drink the orange juice. Sugar suppresses your immune system. You don't want a suppressed immune system, especially when you're sick. So stay the hell away from apple juice. Stay away from orange juice. Stay away from milk. You don't want to make more mucus. Stay away from milk products, but you want to stay away from anything sweet. Water, no sugar, sports drink maybe, okay, to help again hydrate. But you need water, 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 water. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from the cake and the cookies and the breads too. Well, maybe bread, okay, but bread typically is a processed carb. It has sugar in it. So, anyways, but you want to drink chicken soup. You want to eat chicken soup, chicken, eggs. Those are great for your immune system. So, fruits, fruits, fruits. Broccoli is another great immune system helper. So, you want a lot of fruits. Well, not some fruits are probably not going to be good because they have a lot of fructose. Like an apple has a lot of sugar. Ripe banana, no, 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 no. But a lot of vegetables. I'm sorry, vegetables. Some fruits, blueberry, blackberry, citrus fruits are going to be good. Your lemon, your oranges, eating them, or yeah, basically eating them. You don't want to juice them. Again, you want the fiber, you want the micronutrients in there, you want the healthy bacteria in the orange. So eat orange, don't drink orange juice. The other thing I would say is no exercise. Even if you're feeling a little achy, don't exercise. It's nope. It's exercise causes stress. When you're healthy, it's good. But when you're sick, you need to focus. Your body needs all its attention, all its energy on whipping that cold's ass. Don't exercise. You're going to make yourself more sick because your body can't serve two masters. So just relax. Take it easy. Sleep. No exercise when you're sick. Okay, the next one. I got my whole list here. I'm professional. The next one I would say, get the hell off of social media while you're sick. Because, again, subconsciously, you don't need the subconscious stress of, oh, I'm not on that vacation. Oh, I'm not in love. Oh, I don't have the Ferrari. Oh, I don't have, oh, my kids aren't that great. Oh, my God, nice jacket. And you feel down. Get the hell off social media. Just read a book, watch a funny movie or something. Get off of things that are going to be negative. Pause or stay away from negative people while you're sick. You don't need more shit. So, if you can, I understand sometimes you live with somebody who's negative, but even then, hey, honey, or buddy, pal, like, I love you, but you know what? I'm going to need some space for the next 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever it is. I just need to, I got to get better. You know what I mean? So try your best you can. Stay away from negative people, negative Nellies. No, while you're sick. Actually, also not good when you're healthy, but okay. The other thing I would say is watch the supplements you purchase. Just because something is in a store doesn't mean it's good for you or safe, so really consult with a pharmacist or even like a dietitian, someone who maybe even your doctor. Call him up, him or her. But I mean, yeah, that's why the FDA is so great. The one upside of medicine is that it's FDA regulated, but a supplement, you can claim anything you want, it's not regulated. So someone says, yeah, eat this shit root and it's going to help you feel better. Look, it says it right there in the bottle. But it hasn't been tested, independently verified. Hasn't been tested by a third-party government agency. That's why the the Food and Drug Administration is so powerful and a good thing in a way. It's the referee, and I don't care about third-party. And they're not. So it goes through rigorous standards to have FDA clearance on something to say this is FDA approved. That all medicines are, but not all supplements are. So I would try to stay as close to normal and natural as possible. Fluids, sleeping. Staying with negative people. I think vegetables, stuff like that. I would also say wash your hands even when you're not sick, but washing the hands is important, obviously, because you don't want to spread, your cold or whatever, your sniffles to somebody else. The other thing I would say is I like to take, speaking of supplements, a thing called Airborne. Again, they're not paying me. I don't care. But I like Airborne. It's extra vitamin C and D and E and zinc and these things that are helpful in our supporting the immune system while we fight. Nothing's a cure, but again, it's stacking odds in your favor. So I'll do some Airborne. Again, helps with hydration and doesn't cure anything, but it help with that duration in knocking down the duration of that cold or whatever you got, flu. The other thing is, if you can, and we forget about this, sunlight, getting out, getting sun on your face, on your hands, on your arms, as long as, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, if you can, because sunlight creates vitamin D. It is the best form of vitamin D we can have. And vitamin D is the center block of our immune system. Vitamin D equals immune system. So if you're getting, and the best vitamin D you can get is from the sun, not from a pill, from the sun. So if you can get out a little bit, if you're able to sit and catch some rays, for as long as you can, 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, whatever you can, again, depending on how banged up you are. The other thing, speaking of vitamin D, as I take is cod liver oil. Read the back of the label. You put a little teaspoon in your food or your drink. Tastes like shit, but it's got a great vitamin D profile, and it's the best vitamin D other than the sun. The sun's number one, and I would say cod liver oil is number two if you can. Vitamin D supplements will help because vitamin D is the immune system. I think everybody should be taking some level of vitamin D every single day, whether from the sun or supplement, especially in the wintertime. The other thing I would say is, you know what? Don't pick your nose and don't rub your eyes. And that might sound funny, but that's where viruses and bacteria get bad bacteria. We need bacteria in our life, by the way. Don't kill all bacteria. So, but you know, the bad bacteria, we can't tell which is which and where they are because we can't, our eyes are not microscopes. But don't pick your nose and don't rub your eyes because that is the entry points to bacteria and viruses and colds and bugs. So, and a lot of people like to, it's a popular thing nowadays to wax your nose hairs. Worst thing you can do for your body, for your immune system, because you're ripping the protective layer of your nose out and you're ripping the hairs of your nose. God put the hairs there for a reason. They're your filters. They're your HEPA filters to your immune system, the hairs in your nose. So you might be like, what am I going to do? I got the friggin' hair. And then you cut them, but you don't wax and pull because you're going to make yourself more sick or have a higher propensity to get more sick in that time where you have no nose hairs. So you want to keep the nose hairs trimmed, but don't pull them, don't wax them, don't rub your eyes because our eyes and our nose don't have the same protection as the lining of our mouth does. So they're more susceptible to bringing in bacteria and viruses. So keep your hands away. I always say, keep your hands below your neck. I try my best. I'm not perfect. But the other thing is washing your hands, and when you wash your hands, you want to say the ABCs, 30 seconds from the wrists. Okay. You're going to go like this in between. You're going to get underneath the fingernails like this. Okay. And you're going to really lather up. You're going to wet your hands first. Then you're going to put the soap in, lather, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're going to do all that jazz. And then you're going to rinse. But yeah, keep hands, away from the nose and eyes. That is important to do. Just keep your hands away from your nose and eyes if you can. Well, you're already sick, but if you're already sick, if you're not sick, then again, you should always keep your hands away from your nose and eyes. Okay. So anyways, what else? I think I got everything. I would say, how to prevent the cold is everything I just said pretty much, but just do it throughout the year. Again, keep your hands away from your nose and eyes. Always wash your hands before you eat. Exercise. Now, I would say that would be the only difference. Do exercise. Exercise is an immune booster if you're healthy. Be around positive people, all year round if you can. Positive environment. Stay away from the news and the negative. That suppresses you. That makes you more sick. That makes you depressed. A lot of it is the psychosomatic and the mind-body connection. Also, I would say to improve the gut health, 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So you want to be eating sauerkraut or kimchi when you're sick or not sick. It should be part of your daily diet. Kefir yogurts, preferably with no sugar. These are things that help the gut bacteria and the gut biome in our guts. And that's where 80% of our immune system is. So, staying away again from processed fried foods and processed carbs, and not to go into this whole thing, but, you really want to have, you can look it up on your own, but you want to have a great gut health. Okay. And that is fruits, vegetables, staying away from a lot of, the fried stuff. Stay the hell away from alcohol, especially if you're sick. You might think it's clearing up my sinuses. You're getting the shots of a Strega. Hey, cabiche. Stay away. It might feel like it's clearing out. It's not. It's suppressing the immune system more. Again, water. That's it. No vodkas, no Strega, no little bourbon in the fridge. No. Actually, honey, ginger, lemon. Get some hot water, mix that up. Manuka honey, I like to put that in there. It's an immune booster. So, these are little things that we can do that will definitely help get through the cold or bug, or even shorten it, or help you keep away from it if you're doing it as a, daily practice, So these are all the things I do. And we should try, if we can, I get it, we're all busy, try to get, at least 8 hours of sleep a night, no matter what, even when you're healthy, because the sleep is probably the best thing for us to do. Of all the things. So that's basically it. I like to know how do you guys fight your colds and address your colds? It's part of being human, but you don't always have to be sick, and you don't always have to be banged up. You can shorten things. You can help your body. So it's not, just some bad luck or fate. you and I have a lot of control over how long we're sick or if we get sick. I'm not saying all the time, but we can help our bodies out. We can help our immune systems out. And again, I would wait before we just jump on some prescription pills. Our bodies are amazing machines, and they learn, they adapt, they come with layers and layers of checks and balances to viruses and colds. And, so anyways, but I wish you health. I wish you well. You can do this. And what else can I say, guys? Thanks for watching. Click, subscribe, do this, do that, share this, tell a friend, tell your mom. Okay. And we got another bunch of great shows coming up. So I hope you will tune back in. And what else? Did I get everything? I don't even know. I feel like, oh, damn it, man. I forgot that one. That's it. And don't smoke, of course. But we all know that one. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.